How's it going, guys? This is Jake the Snake here, just representing Broncos country, United in Orange. Going to talk about the just the off season so far, and yep, just a huge Denver sports fan. Avs, Nuggets, Broncos, you name it. So let's get started here. Let's talk about my buddy Wes Welker. You know what? He had some concussion problems during last year, and didn't know what to expect from him. Kind of took a step backward as a player, but overall he was solid for us. Came over from New England, obviously, and I don't think he will remain on this team next year. I don't see him being on our roster unless something magical happens. I don't know, but I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna have to roll with my buddy, my boy Emmanuel, and but anyway, Emmanuel Sanders obviously was a great addition for us last year. He just played fantastic. Was one of the best wide receivers in the league. So he'll be fine. He'll fill in for Wes, but yeah, I don't see him coming back. Let's talk about the draft. Draft was good this year. All seven rounds, just solid guys. Our first round pick. Let me talk about him a little bit. Shane Ray, defensive end out of Missouri. Now here's a man that was cited on marijuana 2 days before the draft. That was, I don't know about his decision making, but he was going to be a top 10 pick. Luckily, he fell down to number 23. We traded up with Detroit, picked him up. We were afraid Baltimore was going to draft him, so there's a little bit of insight on that. So really, really glad we picked him up. Just the key word is if he stays out of marijuana. It's legal in Colorado. He'll be fine. I have full respect for him. I have full confidence in his abilities, and he's not gonna cause trouble. I mean, he started from the bottom, and now he's here. So he couldn't believe what hat he was putting on that stage. He just couldn't believe. He couldn't believe who was calling him, asking him if he's ready to be a Denver Bronco. That was John Elway, one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. So pay my respects to him. I have full confidence he's going to be a solid backup this year. I don't know if he'll start since we have already Danny Trevathan, Von Miller, and Brandon Marshall in that linebacker core, but he'll be great. He'll be fine. Ty Sembralo. Here is a guy from CSU. He's a offensive tackle, and it's looking like he's going to be starting at right tackle this year. We don't have too much depth in that position, so he's a solid first year starter. So I think he's gonna fill in right away. Now, speaking of offensive tackle, just some bad news, really. Just a blow to the team. Ryan Clady, apparently he tore his ACL and he's out for the year. But I went with what Kubiak said. Kub said that his knee buckled up and he played the next snap in practice. And he played the next snap. Not a lot of guys play this next snap, they're just sitting on the ground grueling in pain, but not Ryan Clady. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait till it's official. But, he just got put on the season-ending IR today. So disappointing about that. So we went out and signed Ryan Harris, who used to play for us from 07 to 010. So looking forward to him filling in for Clady, but just Clady's the heart and soul of that offensive tackle of that offensive line. So I'm gonna miss him this year, and just rooting for him, But let's talk about some other additions. Owen Daniels, you signed him from Baltimore. He's solid. He's had a couple good years. He's gonna be good. He's gonna be really good. I don't know about. Didn't like the fact that Julius left us, but just hoping he'll do well in Jacksonville. That's where I'm from. I'm a Florida boy, so. But what can you do? So that was our biggest addition, probably the free agent market. I mean, the free agency that we had last year was out of control, out of this world. Aqib Talib, DeMarcus Ware. That right there, the two biggest defensive players on the market came to Denver. They're on our team. So all our money is invested in them. So that's why we didn't really have any big splashes like we did last year. You know what I mean. So, but let me talk about John Fox leaving. There was some speculation he was going to get fired after the Colts game. In the playoffs, in the divisional playoffs. We should have easily won that game, but we never did. I mean, it wasn't going to be easy, but we had to let him go. We had a Super Bowl winning team for several years in a row and got to it once, never won it. Lost in the divisional round the next year, so lost to the Patriots, so, lost to the Colts. It was the right move, I think, but, man, I don't know why the hell did we get rid of Gase, Adam Gase, our offensive coordinator? He connected well with Peyton. I don't know why we got rid of him, Our offense was incredible. Incredible. And I don't know, man. I don't know. So now basically our whole coaching staff is a combination of the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans all in one. Got Gary Kubiak, like I said before.